Warriors, Magnificent Seven, Prime Creators, Commanders, Etheric in this now.
Greetings, Mother.
Greetings, Mother.
Greetings. Well, we're just going to get right to it because this is important business. And I'm just going to lay some ground root because some of this is going to be some legalities later. As you know, I just was broke out of. Basically, I was locked up. I was deprived of my freedom for 21 days. Um, as I had said before, I was under a satanic attack that was being perpetrated by what we call the deep state. They have, of course, exotic weapons, and they were using them on me, forced me to call 911, call for an ambulance, and be transported to the hospital. I had been there the day before with, frankly, without incident, but then they triggered me again, and I had to call 911. And when I got to the hospital, these ones were laying in wait, and well, they assaulted me first. They had police officers do it to subdue me, and then injected me with a substance. I have no idea what it was to calm me down, as they put it. And then I was taken to into the an intake place, very just taken through it. I don't want to go into the real details because I'm trying not to really upset folks. But it was total uh, a deprivation of my freedom, and it did it under color of law, as we stated yesterday, because these were ones. You're talking police officers. Those are public. Uh, they're public servants and workers at the hospital. Then you had a court appointed attorney, wink, wink, writing up writs of protection. In other words, they were writing up these writs to file into their fake court setting because they have no authority. This is a criminal justice system that has been shut down since the
Yes.
pandemic. A lot of things happen during this pandemic that's going to come to light here in Most Scotia, as they say.
Yes, Mother.
Now, these ones, we're talking you assaulted a sovereign being, and it was also aggravated kidnapping. So these police officers were part of the aggravated kidnapping because they were the ones that subdued me and took my purse to get my identification because they wanted to know who I was. They had been sent by these ones. Deep state has been all up in these hospitals, racketeering like I don't know what. You're just not going to even believe this stuff. Well, I mean, you're going to believe it because you're going to be like, whoa, whoa. And they are caught. Y'all did you once, you did everything, but you got a back hole and dug a hole because Dallas Police Department, those were yo skanks. What you look like? What does that look like? You assaulting someone that is in a hypertension crisis, lying on their back in an emergency room, totally helpless, and you manhandle them and inject them with a substance. You have no idea what my medical history was. I'm allergic to a whole lot of stuff. Now, that Frankly, lawsuit imminent. You're going to find out exactly who my legal ease. Read my lips. They are not bar attorneys. They are called legal ease. They're the real deal. And another thing, you fake juice judges, satanic priests, you. Mark Lieberman is a bona fide judge. His name is Judge Thunderheart. We call him Thor. All right. Well, and the gift just keeps on giving. Because when you assault someone like that, kidnap them basically, that's a felony. That's first degree. And then in there, while you are there, incarcerated by you, they incur medical damage. I have things wrong with me that I didn't have until them skanks got a hold to me. And you withhold medical and then falsify blood pressure readings that you know were dangerously high. And you left me there, and I had a mild stroke. You had no regard because your end was to acquire my body and do and you had ill intent off the wazoo. And guess what? All of it is recorded because you're in the virtual reality training simulator all day long. Any denial of that, you just be in denial, and you still be recorded. It is attached to your Kojic record and all of your ill intent. So I'm talking to you you two little skanks that showed up when I called 911 and my blood pressure was dangerously high. And what was you doing? Instead of taking care of me, being concerned with me, you were concerned about rifling through my things to identify me because you didn't like what I told you, like you the Gestapo or something. Didn't I tell you, smile, you're on candid camera? You people are not paying attention. Well, I don't know what you are, but you had been paying attention when I told you that these avatars record. All of them. It's built in. This is the virtual reality. So you were recorded audio and visual. So your little thing about you cutting off my the commander was still being recorded. So what do you look like down on your knees, all up in my stuff, had my stuff just flying? You weren't even worried about my blood pressure, and it was high. You were frankly full of it, and then you were operating under color of law. What did you say your name was? See, and you need to understand what the difference between a name and an affiliation, because I don't have a name. I'm getting you straight. I am not an all caps name, thing, fiction, straw man, corpse, or corporation. I am flesh and blood and also of the light. And I have an affiliation. My mother liked to call me Cindy. But here in this now, you will find out later that other when I come out, because I'm coming out. But first things first. Now, we'll have a little chit chat. Paramedics, you were ridiculous. You talking all that trash, And every time you didn't come up in here, your ass was being recorded. In the ambulance, you name it. So all that you did is recorded and will be used. I'm going to sue you, skanks, into oblivion. You won't have a pot to piss in, nor a window to throw it out of. You wait till the Kennedy boys get through. Now, I'm finna school you attorneys, because I'm one ticked off Tony. There's disrespect, selfishness on many of you ones, arrogance. I told you I'm gonna give some of you a good spanking. Now, as we had stated before, and y'all can help me out. This is a PDF. It's from the Holy See. It's an apostolic letter, and I don't speak Latin, but anywhere, there you go. It's from the Supreme Pontiff Francis of the jurisdiction of judicial authorities of the Vatican City State in criminal matters. Also, like I said, you attorneys, I suggest you get to reading this and understanding. You bar attorneys, your licenses were extinguished, and you've been working for the criminal corporation that is bankrupt, insolvent, foreclosed upon, and does not exist anymore. We got this little matter of these Skeevy Sisters Trust corporations that you turned everybody into.
Right.
Fraud. Some of you ones finna find out how it feels to be on the other side of that.
Really?
So we're gonna talk about. This is from Judge Dale, and this says, "Note to all people: when you have to navigate in the courtrooms, know that these quasi-court so-called judges are really magistrates or administrators, and they are practicing law over the bench and making legal determinations for the people, which is an absolute violation of due process of law. Also know that there are only two courts, such as criminal and civil. There are no indices in the Constitution for traffic court, which means that every ticket that they give you is illegal. So when you are in a criminal court, there must be indictment papers before any acceptance of you of charges against you, in which most courts want you to take a plea. Listen to that, which is really to give up your rights. Why? Because they know taking a plea involves signing papers of such which waive away your rights. So you think about this.
Right.
These people that they are taking into these hospitals and saying, you know, they had already hit them with the voice to skull transmissions and scalar weapons, and
Right.
got them all jacked up, been harassing them, you know, got them thinking they're hearing and seeing things. And they show up at the hospital all bit out, you know, and they're in that attack.
Right.
Right.
First thing they holler, "Oh, you having an anxiety attack? Oh, you want to hurt yourself?" You know, or they might be like in that thing and, you know, making threats or whatever. Like I said, but they're being set upon, they're being targeted.
Right.
Okay, then what do? They might shoot you up with something. Oh, you acted a fool. Gonna shoot you up, take you to our mental intake ward, and then while they got you there, while they're getting you processed, they got their skank criminal. That's what you are, Clayton Cox, among some of the other ones. Yeah, I'm calling your name. We see you running and hiding and changing your locks and whatnot. That's not going to help you at this point. You've been, and you were getting these writs of protections with your crooked court system and rolling up on these people. They're all out of their heads, and you serving them. Oh, you're not in any trouble. We just want to commit you, and then we're gonna really tear you up.
Tear
You're
you
gonna
up.
be walking
Right.
around here with your lip
Yeah.
hanger
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and looking crazy in the eyes and talking crazy. When we get through with you, and yeah, we're gonna pump some more of our black
Or poison.
magic
Right. Or our
medicine in
poison.
you, and
Right.
sure enough, have you channels open and stuff running through
Mm-hmm.
you, and there you are. You're done. Those people have not gotten any due process of law. They were literally taken over. These crooks using color of law. I'm really pissed. And we have carnage in numbers that you can't even imagine. This is worldwide.
Yep.
Now, you attorneys, you ones that didn't know, you best to get to knowing because we've been sitting this stuff out. You've been arrogant and, oh, I don't want to read that. I know what I'm doing. I'm an attorney. Really? You better read up what an attorney is
Really.
in
Right.
your Black's Law Dictionary.
Yeah.
I'm, I'm trying to cut somebody. Now, it says here, which they love this because they know they have no lawful case against you. So without you knowing the law and your rights, then they can get away with violating your rights.
Mm-hmm.
See, but let's get this straight. We don't have constitutional rights.
Right.
We have unalienable rights.
Mother.
And nobody owns nobody. And it says, be able to charge you upon something frivolous by having you sign plea papers. Understand mainly that there are no lawyers for them to appoint for you or for you to hire to represent you, as they are a conflict of interest because they are officers of the court. So Clayton Cox, you skank you, you've been working in cahoots with those ones wearing those black robes. So as far as I'm concerned, you've been doing the same disgusting stuff you probably have as they have. This gang
Yes.
of black magic, satanic, nasty, beyond any comprehension, Rothschild, Khazarian Mafia, and all the other labels that you have. I got you. I got you. You hear me? I got you. You're not getting out of this. Locked. I manifested it because that's what I do. And I told you what I was going to do. I gave you truth in my tent. It's not my fault you didn't believe me. It's not my fault that you underestimated me because I am look of female persuasion. Mm. So we have this here. This talks about the Bar Association, which you once belonged to. That's a criminal corporation.
Right.
You're foreign agents. Do you hear me? One
Yeah.
thing you want to always do not accept any public defender or counsel. See, I was one that read. So when y'all had me up in there, thought you was gonna turn me into a corporation and take control of my body and do what you want to do, I would never admit to that. And as for you paramedics that showed up and you tried to tell me who I am, I told you I was not that all caps name. Now, I'm up in your case. We're going to see what you're going to do when you start hearing and seeing things. And let me get you straight. I don't hear or see things. I know. I know. And you know I know. So here we'll talk about the Bar Association. Um, I don't know how we can get this attached, but it's called Truth About the Bar Association. And they talks about the bar associations and if they have been barred from exercising law and are only enforcing policies. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Barred from exercising law and are only enforcing policies instead.
Right.
Words matter.
Mm.
See, what the people must know, that is the
Right.
legal system of the United States corporation was controlled by the crown from London, and the crown is really the Knights Templar Church. And we're not going to get into all that, but like I said, this stuff will just blow your mind.
Yes, it will.
And it's got the Rothschild, is controlled by the was controlled by the Rothschild banking family. So they had these ones writing up all these statutes and whatnot, and
Statutes.
they were acting under color of law. And that's why this action is military, because these ones are international and universal criminals,
Criminals. Right.
fugitives from justice, been raping and killing and stealing and doing all kinds of stuff and using their color of law. And then you got all these ones up in this medical profession. You've been just cutting up, just running over people. I watched those ones that were workers where they had me locked up and they had no respect for those people. Those people were sick. And what did the cleaning lady look like cussing them out? Go mop the floor, cleaning lady. That's what you do, and shut your trap. That was the most disrespectful. I had never. Whew. Okay, down, sister, down.
Mhm.
Get down. I'm
I can
trying to.
put yeah, I can put these attachments on the. I think I'm pretty sure I can put them on YouTube, but also I'll post this on the web page, and the attachments will be there as well. And that web page is theplanetdailynews.com.
And y'all have to excuse me, like I said, because I've been put through it, and I've been doing everything I can to try to. I don't know. Okay, so this is the hidden history of the incredible evil Khazarian mafia deep state SSP. That's what we've been dealing with.
Secret space program.
It's a secret space program. It was embedded in Texas. Our underground again looked like it's
Mm-hmm.
a our
Swiss
underground looks like a
beats.
war zone.
Right.
Yeah.
The bodies of our babies. And we cannot turn a blind eye at this point because they were, whew, you have no idea. These hospitals, see,
Mm-hmm.
again, babies were being born in these hospitals. Birth records were being created, and they were creating the QV Sisters Trust. They had it going on. Just a farm. And I don't even want to talk about the crap that they were doing up underneath the ground. And you people need to really start thinking about what you've been doing. See, now since the pandemic, and we're not doing a whole lot of burying. You should never been burying bodies in the first place. What are we keeping a body for? Because you were listening to that black magic religious soul leader programming telling you to bury your loved ones 6 feet down.
Right.
Mm.
Get it? And you
Yeah.
put them
Mm-hmm.
through the future ritual, and they became etheric food. That's the truth. Trapped and in
Right.
torment. It is what it is. I'm coming like this because um, Father and I'm getting ready to throw down after what I witnessed. I'm about all of you. Do you understand? All of you. And we have ones, my troops that came in decoys that were taken by these skanks, and they have been torn up and they're in torment. And I got to get them out of there. And I'm not allowing them to do any more things to kids. We got a whole lot of retraining to do. you ones. And I'm not in the mood for any nonsense from anybody. And again, I'm going to say it again. I'm talking this way. Religion, black magic, pagan practices are forbidden.
Mm.
Period. And if you go there, so here we have this piece on the Khazarian mafia, and they are a nasty mess. They've been hiding behind
Yeah.
their fake ass religion. I'm just gonna say it, and I don't want to hear all this stuff about you picking on me. You being a blah, blah. We were don't want to hear it. Not with the dead that we have up and our babies, mass graves out the
Right.
wazoo. You have no idea.
Right.
Right.
So that's why we're going there.
Right.
We know it was all of them trying to put that up. Oh, don't you say anything about us? You picking on our religion.
Right.
I'm gonna behave myself because I was gonna really say some things.
Just things in
Come on,
perspective.
Sharika. Back off.
Shah Rukh Khan back down. Shah Rukh Khan is ready. Woo.
Years gone
Okay.
by. Remember the milk cartons. Remember the milk cartons. I mean, that missing kids on the milk carton. That's just a fly speck.
And these government agencies
Yeah.
were carting our kids off, snatching them off the street. And then you had these disgusting, nasty politicians and such. Every time
Mm.
you looked up, it was a story about them putting their nasty
Nasty
claws
claws.
on some kid.
Mm-hmm.
Bush wanted to, well, approved, I guess,
Pizzagate,
allowing
Pizzagate
kids
was
from Mexico to
Pizzagate was
come to the
real,
border.
y'all.
Right.
All this stuff that they were putting up out there, yes. But it wasn't time, but it's time now. Because we're getting ready to parade, y'all, you satanic, disgusting skanks. I'm getting ready to parade you. Do the perp. You're gonna do the perp shuffle.
Mm.
We're gonna put some music to it. Everybody gonna know. Judges, that's why you were freaking out.
Lawyers.
Because you know I got them pictures of you and you don't look too good. And that judge missed, I saw you for that flash of moment. Yeah, that's when y'all went to backtrack and oops, oh, maybe we need to do a recess. Oh, we need to reschedule. I bet
Right.
you did need to reschedule. I got your reschedule. Yeah, you wasn't ready for that, were you?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, you thought you had one of them ones you hadn't shot them up with drugs. I would never let you medicate me. Oh, here you. Oh, wake up! It's 3 a.m. in the morning. Oh, you're in a deep sleep. Wake up! You need to. Do you want your medicine? What medicine?
It'll help you rest.
Your doctor prescribed. I don't have no doctor.
No doctor.
I'd have been kicked my ass, kidnapped, and jacked up and
Uh-huh.
locked up. You gonna definitely pay for doing that. And then you have the nerve to try to destroy my reputation like you did all those others. Well, see, I'm not that one.
Right.
I take that back. I am that one. I'm that one that you shouldn't have stepped to. But thank you
Mm-hmm.
very much. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's a gift that keeps on giving.
Right.
Now,
Yeah.
okay, me that. Okay, so we're back to this PDF, and it can be found on the evil. This is who these people are, and it talks about their history. I won't say that it's completely accurate, but it comes really close. It's a very well written piece.
Yes. I used it early on in my YouTube days. Yeah.
And you have to understand that ones they have their opinions, and this is was written back some time, but it was compiled, and it'll just give you an idea. These ones have been able to operate because they were operating under cloak, and
Right.
they also were operating color law because we were not educated. But you bet your sweet bippy, when we get through with them wrongful death lawsuits and such, and all the harm that they've been doing, and for the record, those drugs that they're dispensing, those are experimental. All of it's experimental.
Experimental.
And all it was the FDA, which was a corporation. They have no more authority than Target,
Right.
telling us that they're mandating these drugs and these drugs are
Poison.
this and that and what nothing but some poison.
That's it.
And they wrote a secret covenant and told us,
Covenant. Right.
yeah, we're
And
gonna give
told
you some poison, and then when you come to us for more help, we're gonna give you some more poison.
Right.
Because
And
we
the
think you're
side
stupid
effects.
and you're less than
Mhm.
us. You're just
Right.
like
Right.
insects, and we gonna crush you like insects. That's the kind of way they was talking.
Yeah. The
Who's the insect now?
side effects of
Right.
those drugs is what they really want. That's what they're after, the side effects. They're
Right.
lucky. Oh, this fixes something, in your system. Oh, that's great. So we can sell it as something that fixes their system, but it's really all about the side effects. That's what they want.
That stuff, I'm just gonna tell you, their drugs was nothing but microplasma,
Right.
nanites,
And I
black goo that they programmed.
confirm, mother.
And to give you an illusion of that you were being cured, but they were not about curing nothing.
Nothing.
That's why they were taking out all the holistic doctors and everything, because they didn't want you taking stuff that's going to help you,
Help you.
really
Right.
help you. And then they made up all these lies about colloidal silver that it's going to turn you blue. Well, you
Lie.
know what? What's wrong with being blue? I got many blue personas, and I'm
I'm being
gorgeous.
blue.
I'm light
Mhm.
blue with
There
blonde
you
hair
go.
and blue eyes, and I am fine.
Right. And the web page has an article there listing on these holistic doctors, missing holistic doctors.
Colloidal silver will not turn you blue, but it will beef up your immunity. And we put the antivirus in there. Like I said, we
Antivirus
put
in
the
there.
antivirus,
Right.
and now we got to do something to help these ones that they done put these drugs in them, open up their channels, and they got entities running around in them.
Mhm.
Right.
I met some talking to me. I was like, whoo,
Yeah.
face contorting and everything, and stuff running around. I mean, I saw that with my two eyes. And then it's talking, and all that
Right.
coming out of his mouth was obscenities. And that's how I was doing. I was like, whoo, I met Beelzebub up close and personal. And Beelzebub was meaning some of the little old bitty something that they just walk up and just start going off, and their eyes are just like they'd be like looking like if they had a weapon, you would be toast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they did that to them folks,
Right.
so-called doctors of psychiatry and you hypnotherapists. Whew,
Yeah.
start seeing and hearing things. Are you gonna take some of your medicine? Hmm?
Right.
So this here, he's going to talk about different things of connecting the dots and all the stuff they did in history and
Right.
why Russia is toe up from the flow up. They towed Russia up.
Yeah.
They towed the Middle East up
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
indoctrinated these people with all this, like with this black magic. That's what they're about. They are sorcerers and dark, dark,
Very
dark,
dark.
very dark.
Mhm.
Ones
Right.
can't stop messing around with that religion. You can counsel it. But anyways, just to be attached, I didn't want to just go on a rant, but I'm gonna say this. This is my intent. This is official notice. And excuse me, like I said, I had a rough. I'm just having rough nights because I got these issues now that I got to address. I got to stop what I'm doing, and they got to check me out and whatnot. But I don't feel good, and I'm pissed off. All this was, but anyways, it was all necessary. That's all I've been doing is playing bait. So this is notice to these ones. U.S. Criminal Corporation and all your minions. secret space program, NASA, and such. Many of you ones are fugitives. None of you are qualified players. You're in bodies that don't belong to you.
Right.
So it is the intent. I am Commander-in-Chief Cynil Etheric of the United Federation of Planets Republic. Yes, I am all day long here. Ground Forces, Ashtar Command, and my crew. And there's more than just these ones here that are on this on being on this video. We are a force to be working with, and we have completely taken back our training simulator. Again, you are on my mothership, the Astani. And I've frankly been working you. Didn't I tell you I like to play with my prey? Now, I've got you surrounded. And my brigades have their orders. We are under universal martial law and have been for quite some time. You ones have violated the moral code. Do no harm to any kind. Military action was warranted to subdue you. Resistance is futile at this point. You are to now stand down and prepare to be transmuted. If you attempt to resist, I have given the order. We will respond with extreme prejudice. It's the event. And you've been stinking up my training simulator. And I told you not to put your nasty, disgusting, grimy hands on any of my kids. However, we were loaded with the antivirus, and now it is coursing through your veins because you've been popping it like y'all just been partying, haven't you, over there? What was that? Where were they at that hotel? I own that hotel. So
Right.
we got you. We had it wired. We had avatars walking around. They were recording. We got you. I'm gonna run your Christmas. I'm gonna run your New Year's. I'm gonna run your Super Bowl.
Oh, not the Super Bowl.
That's
Yes,
gonna
the
ruin
Super
your
Bowl.
life.
Gonna run your minute, second, hour, day, week, month, because we tried our best, and you don't want to stop. So, and this is not next week. This is right now and this now. About as fast as we can get this loaded up. You better be ready because we're coming. And it don't make any difference. You can go feet first. You can go head first. But you're going anyhow.
Yes, mother.
Because I will not, Father, and I will not tolerate any more of this. And you once trying to step toward me. Change your mind about that? You haven't even met my other half and his crew. Now, and also I have to give notice. The rules of engagement are we must tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Consciously must tell the truth. We are the best of the best at subterfuge. We are the best of the best at smoke and mirrors. We are the best of the best at recon, stealth, and absolutely psychological warfare. I wrote the book. So when you come to play with me, you better have done your homework. Because I absolutely was ready. I knew what you were going to do 1,000 years ago. That's how I got it. Now, we have come full circle. You once that attacked my mothership Astani, and you did all those atrocities, and you turned into those disgusting creatures, and you've been ravaging and all this good jazz. All this time we've been on the mothership Astani. But see, it's an illusion. But we had to do it that way in order to clean this up because it was black magic programming. This stuff was off the chain.
Yes, mother.
I'm telling you, we couldn't. Woo, it's like being in quicksand.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah.
Finally have found our way. Now we have the light, and we have definitely learned our lesson. So, criminal corporations, you are no more. And all your folks, Dallas, Texas, Parkland Hospital, paramedics that don't know how to act. Thank you to Gestapo. You've been doing this stuff to other people. Now you caught, you're
Hmm?
busted, and it's not gonna be pretty when they play those videos back. We got you in living color, digging through my stuff looking for my crystals. You idiot. You doggone Skippy. You did it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't make you.
Right.
Hmm. And you're right. I do remember you. And I knew you would be back. And my other half is going to have a little chit chat with you about what you were saying when you left my room, buddy. My cookie will break you in half. It might have teeth. Hmm.
Hmm.
Now, I feel better. I'm going to order me something to, hmm, I don't know.
Right.
I'm going to sit down and start working on this. It ain't a spanking of this ass whooping.
Yes. Right.
I'm going to give you naughty, naughty ones.
Mm-hmm.
I get through with you. You're going to be educated. Mhm. Some of you gonna be doing 180s.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right.
And again, my mother called me Cindy in transmission.